The worsening haze situation has forced more schools to be closed today after the Air Pollution Index API readings reach unhealthy levels. A total of 671 schools in Sarawak, Selangor, Negeri Sembilan, Putrajaya and Perak were ordered closed, affecting over 450,000 students. 12 private schools in the Klang Valley and Negeri Sembilan have also closed, shutting their doors on more than 7,400 students. In Sarawak, a total of 298 schools in 8 districts were shut down after the API in Sri Aman reached the hazardous level of 365 at 8 a.m. According to the State Education Department, the schools comprised 53 secondary and 245 primary schools involving 128,000 students in Betong, Bao, Kuching, Lubuk Antu, Padawan, Semarahan, Sri Aman and Lundu. As for Selangor, 201 schools in Sepang, Hulu Langat, Kuala Langat, Klang and Petaling Perdana have been closed, affecting over 240,000 students. Elsewhere, schooling sessions in Port Dickson and Nilai were suspended after the API in the two districts exceeded the 200 mark. Negeri Sembilan Education Director Datuk Pakharudin Ghazali said the schools will remain closed until the haze situation improves.
Senangnya ialah kita beri tahu pada penentu besar bila IPU melebihi 200, mereka akan maklumkan PPD ataupun jabatan untuk penutupan dan terus maklum kepada penjaga dan juga yang terlibat. Jadi kami di peringkat jabatan hanya memastikan ada laporan untuk kita rumuskan berapa sekolah yang ditutup dan berapa ramai pelajar yang terlibat.
In Manjung Perak, the afternoon session at 8 secondary schools were disrupted after the students were told to return home due to the haze. The State Education Department said it will issue further notices on the school's closure. Also, all 15 and 10 secondary schools in Putrajaya have been ordered to close due to poor air quality caused by the ongoing haze. This after the API exceeded the 200 level at the administrative capital yesterday. In another development, the Education Ministry urged school administrators to closely monitor the API readings in their areas to better plan their schooling session. Its Deputy Minister Teo Nai Ching said the schools should also be immediately closed once the API exceeds the 200 mark.
Kita memang masih monitor closely. Jadi pihak sekolah diseru ataupun diminta untuk merujuk kepada API reading ataupun air pollution index setiap jam. Kalau mencelahi 200, memang sekolah perlulah ditutup serta-merta seperti pagi tadi oleh sebab kawasan nilai telah API-nya telah mencelah 200. Jadi kita telah pihak sekolah telah buat keputusan untuk tutup sekolah untuk sesi petang, untuk sesi pagi ibu bapa yang sedia untuk datang ke sekolah untuk ambil anak mereka juga diizinkan untuk buat demikian.
She was speaking to reporters after visiting SJKT Bandar Sri Sendayan in Saraman this morning. The school is hailed as among the best Tamil schools in the country in terms of its modern design and having the latest teaching and learning facilities. Formerly known as SJKT Ladang Bukit Bertam, it was built by property developer Matrix Concepts Holdings Berhad. Malaysia is expected to announce its next course of action tomorrow over the worsening haze, which has since forced the closure of several schools nationwide. Foreign Minister Datuk Saifuddin Abdullah believes the Cabinet will discuss the matter in detail and decide on possible steps which could be taken to overcome the problem. He said the Energy, Science, Technology, Environment and Climate Change Minister Yeo Bee Yin is expected to brief the Cabinet on the latest haze situation, and a decision will be made on Malaysia's next course of action. Datuk Saifuddin also said several cabinet ministers have been communicating with their Indonesian counterparts regarding the haze situation. He also believed other ASEAN countries were concerned about the haze in the region. On the current air quality levels, Sri Aman, Sarawak recorded API readings above 360 for most of the day, putting it within the hazardous category. 5 other locations also recorded very unhealthy readings in Kuching and 4 other places over in the peninsula. Satellite images from the ASEAN Specialized Meteorological Center showed 6 hotspots burning near Sri Aman. It's the highest API readings as of 6 p.m. Was 407. Visibility in the town has also gone down with thick smoke blanketing the area. In Kuching, the API reading was above 200, putting it in the hazardous levels, while Johan Setia in Selangor, Nilai and Port Dickson in Negeri Sembilan started recording API readings slightly above 200 since this morning. The air quality in Seri Manjung and Perak also went down to very healthy levels from noon onwards. Satellite images also showed smoke from Kalimantan blowing out to cover southern Sarawak, with haze covering the east coast of Peninsular Malaysia.